Kool TV proudly presents Lewis County Lions Baseball as the Kool Sports Network brings you coverage of the Lions live from Vanceburg, Kentucky. Now let's head to the field for the pregame show and Lewis County Lions Baseball live on Kool TV.
And a pleasant good evening from Vanceburg as we get you set for 16th Region Baseball action here on Kool TV. Good evening, everyone. James Carr, happy to have you along with us here tonight as the East Carter Raiders make the trip up the AA Highway. They roll in with a record of 14-8. They've fallen in their last two contests, including a 5-4 loss to Boyd County last time out. They'll meet up with the Lewis County Lions, who sit at 3-16. They took a pair of district losses last time out to Russell, including a 5-inning affair, 13-2, here on Wednesday. Second meeting between these two teams. It was a season opener that Lewis County and East Carter both had. 5-4 victory for the Raiders in that game back on March 17th. We'll take a break. We come back. We'll meet our starting lineups and get you ready for first pitch. East Carter and Lewis County here from Vanceburg, next on Kool TV.
Good morning, Isabella.
Hi, David.
Back for your morning routine?
Clark's Refresh Rewards program is something you'll flip for.
Hey, Isabella. Hi, Annabelle.
Donut?
Don't forget the sprinkles. Cream and sugar.
Download our app today and enjoy all of the rewards. No flipping required.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Kentucky Christian University is a private, nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky. For over a century, KCU has been transforming the hearts and minds of students through a Christ-centered academic community that is both academically rigorous and intimately personal. Begin the journey to the career of your dreams today at kcu.edu.
Back here on Kool TV as we get you set for East Carter and Lewis County here tonight, as trying to play a little early due to the weather. So rather than a 6 o'clock first pitch, we're going to look at a 5:30 first pitch. So hopefully we can beat the weather that's coming this direction, and we'll stay dry throughout much of the evening. All right, let's take a look at our starting lineups. We'll start first with the visitors on the scoreboard. The East Carter Raiders, under the direction of Connor Robinson in his first season, leading things off in center field's Logan Rice, batting second at first base, Colton McGuire. Batting third as the designated hitter is Braden Flatt. The cleanup hitter is the right fielder, Colin Pennington. Batting fifth and pitching, Landon Yoke. Batting sixth at second base, Riley Steele. Batting seventh at third base, Reed Griffith. Batting eighth and catching, Mason Van Landingham. And batting ninth at shortstop is Lawson Wilder. Rice, McGuire, Flatt, Pennington, Yoke, Steele, Griffith, Van Landingham, and Wilder. Now a look at the Lewis County Lions starting lineup under head coach Seth Wallingford, his first season at the helm. Leading things off in center field's Connor Plank, batting second, and left field's Bob McGlone. Batting third at shortstop, Kyron Ferguson. The cleanup hitter is the second baseman, Cameron Ferris. Batting fifth and pitching is John Reeder. Batting sixth at third base, St. Smike. Batting seventh at first base, Brandon Killebreth. Batting eighth in right field, Hunter Bivens. And batting ninth and catching is Parker Jordan. Plank, McGlone, Ferguson, Ferris, Reeder, Smike, Killebreth, Bivens, and Jordan. We'll step out for a break for the national anthem. We'll come back and meet our starting pitchers and get you ready for first pitch. East Carter on the road tonight. They're in Vanceburg with Lewis County Lions. And first pitch is next after this on Kool TV.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
The Greenup County Public Library System is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter. Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Baseball and softball seasons are here, and Grayson Sporting Goods is your one-stop shop for everything from bats and gloves to helmets and accessories. No matter the age, Grayson Sporting Goods has the size to get your favorite star ready to hit the field. Grayson Sporting Goods also offers a full selection of East and West Carter team gear with custom printing and embroidery available on many items. Stop by Grayson Sporting Goods, located on Main Street in downtown Grayson, proudly serving Carter County and surrounding counties since 1975. Osmond Pharmacy and Grill, located at 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Check out their specialty items in person or order them online at osmondpharmacy.com. Osmond Pharmacy and Grill also has daily dinner specials where you can dine in or get your order to go. Stop by or call Osmond Pharmacy and Grill today. Osmond Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg.
Since 1932, we've been a proud part of Kentucky, dedicated to serving our members with integrity, respect, and a commitment to excellence. We believe that by working together, we can create a brighter future for everyone. Whether you're saving for a new home, planning for retirement, or starting your own business, we're here to help you every step of the way. So stop wishing and start doing. And let's build a financially successful future together. Thank you for being a part of our journey.
JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. is owned and managed by Shane Wallingford to be a solutions provider for manufacturers tailoring to their specialized needs. It was created with the vision that good communication among all parties will provide the best answer to the problem. From ball mills used in pulverization to custom design of equipment or components, JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. will gladly work with clients to resolve the issues that are prevalent. Their vision is to make your project their successful business. JSB Industrial Solutions, Tollsboro, Kentucky.
Here at Papa John's, we know our stuff.
That's why we hand stuff every epic stuffed crust with a whole lot of flavor. And we always start with our fresh, never frozen dough.
We never stop exploring new flavors of stuff in our crust. And just wait until you see what we're cooking up next.
The new cheesy calzone epic stuffed crust, hand stuffed with a blend of garlic herb, ricotta, and mozzarella. Because no one stuffs a crust like Papa John's.
Good morning, Isabella.
Hi, David.
Back for your morning routine?
Clark's Refresh Rewards program is something you'll flip for.
Hey, Isabella. Hi, Annabelle.
Donut?
Don't forget the sprinkles. Cream and sugar.
Download our app today and enjoy all of the rewards. No flipping required.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Kentucky Christian University is a private, nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky. For over a century, KCU has been transforming the hearts and minds of students through a Christ-centered academic community that is both academically rigorous and intimately personal. Begin the journey to the career of your dreams today at kcu.edu.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pop and Shop.
Return,
refresh,
refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Back here at Lewis County High School as we get you set for East Carter and Lewis County this evening. Rice, McGuire, and Flat will go first for the Raiders. Let's take a look at the Lions defensively. Bob McGlone, Connor Plank, Hunter Bivens, left to right. Third to first will be Zane Spike, Kyron Ferguson, Cam Ferris, and Braden Kilbreth. Behind the dish is Parker Jordan, and the big right-hander, they call him Big John, John Reeder, is on the bump. Reeder making his 10th appearance on the season with an 0-4 record, a 7.91 ERA, 28 and a third innings of work, 41 hits, 21 strikeouts, 18 walks. He's given up 54 runs, 32 of those have been earned. Our umpiring crew for this evening's game, Joe Coldiron behind the plate. Leonard Mason will be on the bases. My crew this evening, Trey and Felicia Collier, a phenomenal job by them. Supposed to play it at 6. We got a text today at 3 o'clock said, hey, we're moving it up to 5:30, and we had to make the trip up from Worthington, and my wife got stuck in traffic getting toward Ashland and getting back up through here, so we were a little bit later getting here than we wanted to be, but happy to have everybody along with us here tonight, and hopefully the weather's going to let us get this one all the way in start to finish. So the top 3 of the order for the Raiders, Logan Rice, Colton McGuire, and Braden Flat will go. East Carter comes in on the season sitting at 14-8, but they've fallen in their last 2 games, a 12-3 loss to Ashland, and then Monday they fell to Boyd County 5-4. This was a 5-4 win by the Raiders back on March 17th. That was in the first game of the regular season by both of those 2 teams. In that contest, Colton McGuire threw 6 innings and picked up the victory. I'm on the wrong sheet. My mistake here. Way back in that, Colton McGuire threw 5 innings and took the victory. Reed Griffith came in and slammed the door in the final 2 innings. East Carter had 8 hits that night. Only 1 extra base, a double by Landon Yoke. So Logan Rice will start us off batting .321, and a first pitch misses upstairs for a ball, and this ball game is underway. 5:36, first pitch, 81 degrees, very humid Wind gusting from the left field foul pole out into the right center field gap. That's on the outside corner, a called strike, 1-1. Outfield shifted slightly into the right field side for the left-handed swinging center fielder. Another nice pitch to the outside corner at the knees, and Rice is down now 1-2. Reeder back to work. 1-2 breaking ball, swung on a miss. Nice pitch there, and he picks up the first down of the ball game. So to bring in the first baseman of Colton McGuire, 410 hitter on the season, 25 hits, 10 driven in, 8 doubles, 10 walks on the season. McGuire, a junior. Only 3 seniors on this year's Raiders squad. Here's a ball hit right back to Reeder. It ricochets off of him and into center field for a base hit. So a well-struck ball there by Mr. McGuire. And with 1 on and 1 out, the designated hitter Braden Flatt steps in. Flatt, one of those 3 seniors. And 10 seniors from the Raiders last year. 9 all starting 9 graduated. A 409 hitter is the DH. McGuire a healthy lead from first. This one's hacked foul over on the third base side. 0-1. McGuire, 4 of 6 on stolen bases this season. East Carter, 44-47 as a team. McGuire, a healthy lead over at first base. Reeder from the belt. McGuire takes another one, and this one's going to hit him in the back. So 2 on and 1 out now for the Raiders, and an opportunity here for some early runs in this contest. Going to bring in the right fielder of Colin Pennington. Pennington, a 296 hitter, one of those 3 seniors. 16 hits, 10 driven in, 5 doubles on the year. He's also drawn 14 walks, which is second on the team. 2 on, 1 out. Reeder misses up and in for a ball, 1-0. Landon Yoke standing in the on-deck circle, hoping that he sees a couple of runs plate before he comes to the plate. Trying to help his own cause here early on. 1-0 pitch fouled straight back over top of the press box, and count evens at 1-1. Warm, muggy evening here in Vanceburg. We've got 2 different thunderstorm cells converging on our way, but hopefully they don't join forces and become one. If they don't join, we're probably good. If they join, we're done, because it is going to get downright ugly. That was the reasoning for the game being moved up 30 minutes from the original start time. We'll keep a close eye on the radar. If we need to, we'll go into a check of that radar on the broadcast, but hopefully right now we'll stay clean and we'll be able to play. The 1-2, and we get time at the plate. A smart play there by Reeder. Again, you're always taught if you start in your motion, somebody calls time, you sling that ball home plate direction. I don't care if you throw it 40 feet up the backstop. You throw it. You don't try to stop. That's when injuries occur. Pennington making a last-moment adjustment as he settles back in that right-handed batter's box, down 1-2 with 2 on and 1 out here in the first. Swing and a miss. 2 strikeouts in the inning, 2 down in the inning. So the pitcher, Landon Yoke, will come in and try to help his own cause with 2 down and 2 on, 304 hitter. Yoke, a junior, 17 hits, 16 driven in with 5 doubles. He does have one of the 2 home runs hit by this Raiders team, Riley Steele with the other. Shows bunt, everybody's going, nobody's covering the bags, and a successful double steal there by the Raiders puts 2 runners in scoring positions. Pitch was called a strike, but now a base hit would score 2 runs. Now Reeder's going to have to pitch himself out of a jam. Spots a breaking ball in the outside corner, and it's 0-2. Really nice pitch there by the right-hander. Flat out at second, McGuire at third. 2 down here in the first for the Raiders. Reeder back from the belt. The 0-2. Fouled away. Trying to work down and in. Looked like with a changeup. Let's see if he goes back away with that breaking ball. I would stay well off the plate with and see if you get Yoke to chase. Another 0-2. Breaking ball swung on a miss. Strike 3. Reeder records all 3 outs via the strikeouts. The Raiders leave 2. We head to the bottom of inning number 1. Scoreless here in Vanceburg. Back after this on Kool TV.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pop & Shop.
Return,
Refresh,
Refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
We go to the bottom of inning number 1, scoreless with Lewis County coming to the plate. Connor Plank, Brady McGlone, and Kyron Ferguson, the 3 will come to the plate. Let's take a look at the Raiders' defense. Left to right, Connor Lane, Logan Rice, and Colin Pennington. Third to first, Reed Griffith, Lawson Wilder, Riley Steele, and Colton McGuire. Mason Van Landingham behind the dish. And on the bump is the junior right-hander of Landon Yoke. Yoke on the season making his 8th appearance with a 1-3 record, an 8.94 ERA. 15 2/3 innings of work, 21 hits, 16 strikeouts, 17 walks. He's given up 27 runs. Only 20 of those have been earned. First time with us here on the channel, hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you see something you like. Hit that bell. Each time we put out new material, we'll alert you directly to your mobile device. Lewis County trying to snap an 8-game losing streak. Supposed to be on the road tomorrow in a 3-way with Montgomery County, Bourbon County, and then Lewis County being the 3rd team in that Montgomery County baseball triangle, scheduled to play Bourbon County at noon, Montgomery County at 2. And then back home here Monday night against Bath County. All right, Connor Plank will start us off, a .273 hitter with 12 hits, 8 driven in. Plank, a senior from that left-handed side. Yoke's first pitch misses wide for a ball, 1-0. Those kind of hits at a .281 as a team. Golf hack on that one, 1-1 the count goes to. Outfield again shifted for the left-handed swinging center fielder. Now Plank requests time and steps out. 6 total seniors on this Lions team. Plank settles back in. Yoke 1 foot on the rubber, 1 foot off. That one goes down and away, and the count moves to 2-1. Three balls and a strike to Connor Plank. Griffith playing up on the grass over at third base. Middle infield at normal depth. Plank trying to work a leadoff walk, but he's going to go into a full count as Yoke spots the outside corner and runs the count full. Right-hander into his motion, the payoff pitch. Down and in, ball 4, and a leadoff man aboard for the Lions. So to bring in the left fielder, Bob McGlone. McGlone, a .318 hitter, 14 hits, 5 driven in, a double. McGlone has one of the 3 home runs on the season. Kyron Ferguson has the other 2. He got one of those here Wednesday night when he launched one out of here against Russell and nearly got one in the 5th inning when he narrowly missed a grand slam. That one's up and in for a ball, 1-0. A windy night, much like it is here tonight, and Ferguson's ball got up against the fence and just narrowly missed getting out of here for a grand salami. Any ball that got up into the jet stream tonight is going to travel well. There goes Plank. Pitch is down and away. Here's a throw out to second base, and it's not in time. And the Lions have a runner in scoring position and a 2-0 count at the plate to Bob McGlone. Plank got a great jump over at first base. And even with the throw that was at second base, it was nowhere in time to give the shortstop an opportunity to put the tag on him. This one's lifted skyward over toward first base. McGuire trying to find it, fighting the ball against the clouds. He'll make the catch in the first base coach's box. And there's one down here in the first. So Kyron Ferguson comes in, a .388 hitter, 19 hits, 7 driven in, 3 home runs on the season. He has 2 doubles and a triple. A great opportunity here to trade places for Plank out at second base and take an early 1-0 lead. Yoke a long study back at second base and slings a breaking ball to the plate that misses wide for a ball, 1-0. East Carter had runners at second and third. They left there as John Reeder pitched himself out of a jam in the first. All 3 outs recorded via the strikeout. Fastball lifted skyward right at the center fielder Logan Rice. 2 steps into the gap in left center, and there's 2 down in the inning. Well struck, but right at him.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 23, Cameron Ferris.
So it brings in Cam Ferris. .370 hitter, 17 hits, 7 driven in, 6 doubles on the season. Runner at second base is Connor Plank. He got on with a leadoff walk and moved to second base on the stolen base. Ferris ropes this one down the line, but a foul ball. Coach Wallingford pointing, trying to bend that line over there just enough. Reeder would go next if the inning would continue. Ferris, a junior on the year. Trying to keep the inning alive and find an early 1-0 lead for his team. That one gets away, and that one's all the way to the backstop. That looked like a knuckleball went sour. So the wild pitch will bring Plank 90 feet closer to home. And now both teams putting a runner at third base in the first frame. But the question is now, can Lewis County get that run across? Count evens at the plate to Ferris at 1-1. But there are 2 down in the inning. This one's rocketed down the line and bending foul. 1-2. Softball is in action tonight. They are actually over at the old field this evening due to all the weather that we got yesterday. It was going to be easier to play at the old field rather than the new field. They got Campbell County coming in this evening. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball fouled away. I've had them get over top of the netting and into the here, but I've never had one get up against the windows. Good at bat here by Ferris. Another 1-2 from Yoke. Lifted skyward behind the plate. Van Landingham trying to find it. Reaches up, makes the catch right in front of his dugout, and gets Landon Yoke out of the inning unscathed. We've played one here in Vanceburg. We're scoreless. Back after this on Kool TV.
Here at Kentucky Christian University, we believe that nursing saves lives. Nursing is more than a career, it's a calling. KCU has a reputation for producing exemplary graduates who excel both clinically and professionally. With options for both in-person and online studies, KCU is ready to help you begin the career of your dreams today. Find out more at kcu.edu.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Top of the second inning, scoreless here in Vanceburg. Steele Griffith and Van Landingham, the 3-2 up this inning for the Raiders. Looking around Major League Baseball tonight, we're going to have some delays, I would imagine. Already one up in Great America, and the Reds were supposed to get going at 6:10 with the Nationals. That game is going to be delayed due to that same system that's pushing through this area. There's some more above it. Other games in the 6 o'clock hour, Padres are in Pittsburgh. Diamondbacks are in Philadelphia. Tonight at 7, Red Sox playing host to the Twins. Royals are at the Orioles. Rays at the Yankees. Guardians are in Toronto. Athletics at the Marlins. And Dodgers down in Atlanta. Houston is in Chicago. At 8 o'clock, Mariners at Texas. Cubs, Brewers. Mets, Cardinals at 9. Tigers at Angels. And the late game tonight at 10:15 out on the West Coast. The Giants entertaining the Colorado Rockies. So Riley Steele starts us off, a 271 hitter. Somebody's got to tell Cam Ferris he cannot stand there. He blocks our camera every time. First pitch misses inside for a ball. He's got all that space out there he can stand in. He's got to stand right in that spot. Now, if you'll stand right there, Cam, don't move. We're fine. That one's in there for a call strike, 1-1. It's always funny when the guys go back and they watch the video and they don't realize how often that they're on camera. They're like, man, I didn't realize I was blocking your camera. It's like, hey, man, you got to do you. It's a stationary camera, so it's not like we can do anything about it. You got to where you got to play. It's not an easy angle to obtain, but we make it work. Still ahead 2-1. That one's down and in, 3 balls and a strike. Reader back to work on a 3-1. Pipes that one in there on the outside corner. Nice pitch, full count. Both teams had runners aboard. Lewis County had one on. East had 2. The lone hit thus far in the ballgame has been from Colton McGuire. Here's a payoff pitch to Steele. And it's fouled straight back into the netting. 3-2. Our producer's a little antsy over here. He's jumping around like that ball's coming out to get him. Another payoff. Breaking ball called strike 3. Beautiful pitch there by Reeder that hangs it on the outside corner. His 4th strikeout of the ball game on the Isons Cards and Collectibles instant replay. Beautiful pitch right there at the knees. He struck out his last 3. So in comes the third baseman, Reed Griffith. Griffith, a freshman, batting .306 on the year, 15 hits, 13 driven in. I talked with Connor Robinson before the season. I said, man, where are you going to be this year? And he said, man, we'll be all over the place. You graduate all 10 starters, 10 seniors, 9 of those starters, and you had a guy that was in the mix there with pitching and DHing and stuff. So all 10 of those guys saw significant time. And he said, we've got a lot of pieces that we've got to fill. McGuire was the only guy that really saw significant time last year. Steele saw some spot time, as did Logan Rice, but not a lot. I mean, a lot of just inexperience out there for that Raiders team this year. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Waylon Reeder mowing them down. He's fanned his last 4, and there's 2 down in the inning. So the catcher, Mason Van Landingham, steps in, a sophomore. Batting 238 on the season, 10 hits, 8 driven in on 3 doubles. He laces this one to right at Hunter Bivens. He's coming on, tries to make a running catch, and he can't do so. That ball's going to get down. Van Landingham's going to hustle out to second base, and he's going to have a stand-up 2-out double. Great hustle play there by Bivens, just could not get there, and he was very fortunate that the ball did not carry him far away from him after the diving attempt on the catch failed, and Van Landingham had to stop out at second base. We're going to get a courtesy runner for him out at second base, as coming on is going to be Levi Rice. So I'm going to bring in the shortstop of Lawson Wilder. Wilder, an 8th grader, batting .226 on the season. 12 hits, 9 driven in, 2 doubles. Second hit of the ball game for the Raiders. Can they cash in here in the second? Top of the order of Logan Rice in the on-deck circle would go next. And a pickoff throw that kicks away, and that one's going to allow Rice to move over to third base. So the error on Reeder on the bad throw towards second, and the Raiders with another runner at third base in as many innings. Reeder will work from the stretch with a runner at third base. And a ball that's going to dive down and find its way into green grass, and it's going to be a 2-out RBI single for Lawson Wilder, and the Raiders take an early 1-0 lead. And that's where you cash in on opportunities of getting a guy over on the throwing error on the pickoff attempt that failed, and then 2 hits from the bottom of the order, and it rolls back to the top of the order, and the Raiders take a 1-0 lead. So Rice steps in. He was a strikeout victim his first time through. Healthy lead by Wilder over at first. There he goes. This is a pitch down and in, and Jordan's not even going to have an opportunity to make a throw as Wilder will take second base. And a runner in scoring position again for the Raiders here in the visiting second. Wilder picking up only his 3rd stolen base of the season. But now a ball in the outfield gives East Carter an opportunity to cash in and hang a crooked number on the scoreboard. Nice pitch on the outside corner for a called strike 1-1. That was some success he had against Rice his first time through, spotting that changeup down and away. And then came back in with a big breaky ball in the back foot. The 1-1. Goes with a breaking ball, and it's bunted down the third base line. And here comes a play toward the plate. It's going to be close, and it's not going to be in time. It's going to be an infield single, and Wilder will come home on the throw, and East Carter takes a 2-0 lead.
Now batting the first baseman, number 12, Colton McGuire.
Smike held on to it for just a little bit too long. Or, excuse me, Kilbreth held on to it after the throw from Smike, and then by that time, that allowed the second run to come to the plate. So Colton McGuire steps in 1-for-1. That one has the bottom drop right out of it. He swings over top of it and misses. He laced one right back off the glove of Reeder at the mound his first time through. 2-0 Raiders here in the second with a runner at first base. He's leaning. He's going. There he goes. Jordan got a bad exchange trying to throw to second base. It was a good pitch up to throw on, but a bad exchange out of the mitt. And the count goes to 1-1. This is the guy you want at the plate for the Raiders with a runner in scoring position. All of this with 2 outs here in the inning. Down in the dirt. Nice job there by Jordan to box that one up and keeping in front of him. As McGuire jumps ahead, now 2-1. Flat in the on-deck circle would go next for the Raiders. 2-0 they lead it after 2 runs here with 2 outs in the second. Rice leaks away from second base a little further as Reeder comes set. This one's a weakly hit fly ball to right. Bivens got the hat off. He's coming in. And who made the catch? It was Bivens as Ferris was going out. Take a look at this on your Ison's Cards and Collectibles instant replay. Nearly collision course. Bivens hanging onto the hat and making the catch. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. Raiders in front, 2-0. Back after this on Kool TV.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at WorkReadyKentucky.com.
The Greenup County Public Library System is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
2-0 as we go to the bottom of the second inning. Reeder, Smike, and Kilworth due up for Lewis County this inning. So the Raiders dent the scoreboard with 2, but Reeder able to get out of the inning with a heck of a play by Hunter Bivens out in right field. Peeled that hat off as he took off running and held it in one hand and made the catch with the other. So Big John will start himself off with a single across the top of the glove of the third baseman, Reed Griffith. And a leadoff man aboard here for the Lions to start the second. He had a new walk-up song, too. Usually Big John is what it plays. And yeah, it must be WWE night at the ballpark. Well, what was that? That was John Cena. What? You can't see me. That's all right. Helpenstein will take the place of Reeder as the courtesy runner over at first base, and Triple H steps into the box as Zane Smike. I've got a funny story about that walk-up song here in just a second, too, by the way. Smike settles in on that right-handed side. They had Helpenstein dead to rights. He froze as he went to throw it over, and luckily it was a low throw, and he was able to get back. Smike on the season, batting .333, 12 hits, 7 driven in, 3 doubles. This one's downstairs for a ball, 1-0. There's a guy on Instagram that likes to take different songs and mixes things up with them. And he does stuff with wrestling songs. He's taken Triple H's song, and he's changed the into Pee Wee Herman and Woody the Woodpecker. And it is phenomenal. I was almost in the floor on the Pee Wee Herman. So take the grunt and exchange it with the Pee Wee Herman laugh, and then add the Woody Woodpecker laugh into it. And it's comedy at its best. I sat on the couch one night and listened to it for 15 minutes. I was laughing so hard. 1-1 pitch. Lifted skyward in the infield. Yoke fighting for it. Griffith's going to call him off and make the catch there on the bump. One away here in the second. Now, the thing you got to be careful here as Braden Kilber steps in, make sure that he doesn't step up and try to do what this song is saying right here. Don't give us a DX, okay? That might not be suitable for TV tonight. Helpenstein over at first base. Pitch misses down and away for a ball. My oldest son, when he was younger, he was, I think, maybe 2 or so, and he had gotten into he was wrestling big, 2, 3 years old, And I'll never forget, we were at my parents' house one night, and he comes down the hallway, and he gives my mom the DX symbol. Oh, Lord. I thought it was all over at that point for everybody. Me, him, the neighbors, the dog, anybody that was in check of it. 1 ball and 1 strike, a runner aboard, 1 out here in the second. And the good thing is all these songs, these WWE songs, they're all good ones. It's the ones I know. I don't know the new guys. Runner takes an extra lead. There he goes. They got to hustle, and they got him. Yeah, he took off, stopped, and then took off again, and Helpenstein's going to be thrown out. The pitch at the plate was swung on. So Van Landingham retires the runner, and there's 2 down in the inning. And you can see Coach Wallingford right there, not happy with his runner. That was probably karma making up for when he should have been picked off at first base, because he was dead to rights if they had a good throw. And Kilbreth's going to be caught looking to end the inning. Lions go quietly. We're through 2-0 Raiders. Back after this on Kool TV.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Osmond Pharmacy and Grill, located at 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Check out their specialty items in person or order them online at osmondpharmacy.com. Osmond Pharmacy and Grill also has daily dinner specials where you can dine in or get your order to go. Stop by or call Osmond Pharmacy and Grill today. Osmond Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg.
The third inning, top of the third inning, 2-0 East Carter, Flat, Pennington, and Yoke do up this inning for the Raiders. Quick check in on the radar while we have the break in the action. A little cell just went south of us, and the joining of the cells looks like it is not going to happen. I'm not going to say we're not going to get wet at around about 7 o'clock, but I don't think it's going to be anything that's going to be a washout, and even if it does something, it looks like it's just going to be a brief grazing until that would give us a window to get out of here before the next one it rolls through that's rolling through Louisville about right now. So Braden Flatt will start us off. He rocks this one down the third base side, almost in the back seat of a car. That one would have been a dandy. Get a lot of traffic headed over to the old softball field. That's where softball is playing tonight. This one's fisted foul over top of the first base dugout. Now to play, 0-2. Well, he's gone left. He's gone right. Spike one in the dirt and see if he'll chop at it. I go with a big breaker right here. Reader back to work. That's exactly what he does. He loses his hat as he comes to the plate, but Ferguson scoops. He'll throw across. 1 down. So Colin Pennington will step in, 0 for 1, a strikeout victim. Rockets this one foul. Coach Robinson sticks that hand out there and tries to haul it in. Not uncommon for him to be over at third base. He spent a lot of the time there in the latter years of Jeremiah Shear at Grayson with coaching third base. So he was kind of, the guy that was in waiting, hoping for the opportunity to take that next step. And Connor, an East Carter grad, he this means a lot to him to get an opportunity to come back and not only be a part of his alma mater, but be the head coach of that team as well. And he does a phenomenal job, heck of a ball player when he played. He brings a lot to the table. 0-2 breaking ball, runs down and away as Reeder loses his lid again. Reader ready to go. Pennington settles back in. The 1-2. Nice pitch on the outside corner, a called strike 3. Caught him looking, his second strikeout of Pennington in the ball game. There's 2 down here in the third.
Now batting the pitcher, number 2, Landon Yoke.
6th strikeout of the ball game for John Reeder. And now Landon Yoke comes in. He struck out swinging his first time through. Half-hearted swing on that one and comes up empty. A little bit of sunlight poking through the clouds for the moment. That one's down and away for a ball, 1-1. Yoke led the Raiders 2 for 4. He was the only guy with 2 hits in that win back on March 17th in the 5-4 victory over in Grayson. Had a double in that ball game. That's a nice pitch that misses somewhere, just not sure where. 2-1. Reed Griffith drove in a pair of runs that night. Colton McGuire and Riley Steele tagged on 2 more. 3-1. Reeder can't keep his lid on. Big John needs a bigger cap. Nobody on, 2 out here in the inning. Reeder back to work. 3-1 pitch, hacked over towards shortstop. Ferguson takes it on the second hop. A low throw and a nice pick out of the box by Kilbreth to end the inning. We'll go to break on the Ison's Cards and Collectibles instant replay. Raiders go quietly in the third. They lead at 2-0. Back after this on Kool TV.
JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. is owned and managed by Shane Wallingford to be a solutions provider for manufacturers tailoring to their specialized needs. It was created with a vision that good communication among all parties will provide the best answer to the problem. From ball mills used in pulverization to custom design of equipment or components, JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. will gladly work with clients to resolve the issues that are prevalent. Their vision is to make your project their successful business. JSB Industrial Solutions, Tollsboro, Kentucky.
Since 1932, we've been a proud part of Kentucky, dedicated to serving our members with integrity, respect, and a commitment to excellence. We believe that by working together, we can create a brighter future for everyone. Whether you're saving for a new home, planning for retirement, or starting your own business, we're here to help you every step of the way. So stop wishing and start doing. And let's build a financially successful future together. Thank you for being a part of our journey.
Bottom of inning number 3, 2-0 Raiders. Bivens Jordan and back to the top of the order for the Lions. Raiders played at 2 in the second. Did both of them with 2 outs from the bottom of the order. Van Landingham and Wilder connected with hits. Lewis County with a lone hit in the ball game thus far, coming off the bat of Waylon Reeder. Here comes Shane O'Mac to the plate. I love it, man. Keep these tunes rolling. Hunter Bivens batting 150 on the season. 3 hits, 3 driven in, 2 doubles. Bivens a double machine. He's got 3 hits. 2 of those have been doubles. Now, I don't know how you can come to the batter's box with that music playing and not do the Shane O'Mac walk to the plate. He doesn't have a clue who Shane O'Mac is. He hacks this one over toward third. Reed Griffith picks it off the grass. He'll flip it across. There's 1 down in the inning. So that brings in the catcher, Parker Jordan.
Now batting the catcher, number 33, Parker Jordan.
Oh, you stumped me on that one. Oh, yeah, it's been a while since he was there. I remember him. This one's over off the first base side. That one's got all kinds of trouble on it. Pennington coming on. He's going to run it down on the just inside the foul line. Nice play there by him. 2 down in the inning. I remember when Batista was down in OVW before he came up to the WWE.
Now batting the center fielder, number 1, Connor Plank.
He was a huge human being. Connor Plank walked his first time through, got stranded at third. Nice breaking ball. Tumbles in there, 12-6. 0-1. Yoke trying to make quick work of the Lions here in the third. Another breaky ball. That one stays upstairs, 1-1. 1-1 fastball. That one's out of play. Bob McGlone in the on-deck circle would go next. Yoke ahead of Plank 1 and 2. The right-hander back to work. Got him to go upstairs, and the Lions go quickly here in the third. We're through 3. Raiders in front 2-0. Back for more after this on Kool TV.
Baseball and softball seasons are here, and Grayson Sporting Goods is your one-stop shop for everything from bats and gloves to helmets and accessories. No matter the age, Grayson Sporting Goods has the size to get your favorite star ready to hit the field. Grayson Sporting Goods also offers a full selection of East and West Carter team gear with custom printing and embroidery available on many items. Stop by Grayson Sporting Goods, located on Main Street in downtown Grayson, proudly serving Carter County and surrounding counties since 1975.
Here at Papa John's, we know our stuff.
That's why we hand stuff every Epic Stuffed Crust with a whole lot of flavor. And we always start with our fresh, never frozen dough.
We never stop exploring new flavors of stuffing our crust. And just wait until you see what we're cooking up next.
The new cheesy calzone epic stuffed crust, hand stuffed with a blend of garlic herb ricotta and mozzarella. Because no one stuffs a crust like Papa John's.
We head to the top of inning number 4. East Carter in front 2-0. Steele Griffith and Van Landingham do up this inning for the Raiders. All the runs coming in the second. All with 2 outs. Reeder has done well for himself, though. Has given up only 4 hits. Has struck out 6 batters. Yoke picking up his second strikeout there to end the bottom of the third inning. So 6, 7, and 8 do up this inning for the Raiders. Still just cloudy skies over top of the ballpark. A little bit of clearing here and there, but nothing ominous that we see for the moment. Again, like I was saying, is not until about 7 o'clock that we would see any chance of something getting here that could put any precipitation down. So still 0 for 1. He struck out his first time through. He hacks at that when it comes up empty. The bigger part of the cell went north of us, up through Maysville, and the other part went south down toward where I live, down in Worthington. The thing is that they are trying to come back together and join hands, and if they do, they're going to connect right before they get here, and then it's going to get really, really fun to watch and see what happens on the backside of that. Nice pitch on the inside corner on the changeup that Jordan can't handle, but he get the called strike on it anyways as the count goes to 1-2. Off the end of the bat, and Steele will hang around for another. Still went 1 for 2 with an RBI when these two teams hooked up back in March over in Grayson. Had a walk in that ball game, 1 of 3 that the Raiders earned. 1-2 pitch. He can't hold up and goes after that one. That's strikeout number 7 for Big John. One down here in the 4th. Climbs the ladder, goes up and in, and Steele couldn't lay off of it. Knew it as soon as he tried to check the swing. So Reed Griffith steps in, a strikeout victim. That one just misses up. 1-0. Two runs on 4 hits for the Raiders. Only 1 hit for the Lions. Reeder falls behind quickly, 2-0. Mason Van Landingham in the on-deck circle got a double and came around to score. His courtesy runner did back in that 2-run second inning. Reeder finds the outside corner there, 2-1. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch. 2-2. Still no games underway in Major League Baseball. Again, we got an early start here ourselves tonight. Reds are supposed to be underway, but they're delayed. There's a weakly hit ball over toward first base. Kilberth coming up the line. He'll make the catch. There's 2 down. So the catcher, Mason Van Landingham, comes in. Doubled his first time through, would come around to score a run. He and Wilder collected with back-to-back hits back in that second inning. Nice pitch, misses, I'm guessing, down. 1-0. Here's the 1-0. That one's upstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Two of the 4 Raiders hits coming from the bottom of the order. The other 2 in the top 2 of the order. 2-0 pitch, and this one's rocked right into center field, and another 2-out base hit for Van Landingham. His second hit of the ball game. We'll get a courtesy runner for him as Levi Rice will come on to run. So Van Landingham 2 for 2 this afternoon. And now Lawson Wilder steps in. He dropped one in out in right center to bring home the runner at third base that moved up on a throwing error by Reeder trying to pick the runner off at second. And the first pitch tumbles in there for a called strike on the breaker. Top of the order for the Raiders would go next if the inning continues. They lead at 2-0 here in the top of inning number 4. Reeder checks his runner to the plate. There goes the runner. And it's roped over through the whole left side and into left field for a base hit. So Van Landingham and Wilder come through again with back-to-back hits here in the 4th. And the Raiders have something cooking with 2 down and up 2-0. Went with the hit and run and got it past the glove of Smike. So back to the top of the order we go in Logan Rice. Rice dropped in a bunt for a single that brought home a run back in that 2-run second inning. And he hits a bullet back up the middle. It catches off the bag and goes into center field. They're going to send the runner. There's not going to be a throw. Rice will come around to score. And it's going to be 3-0 East Carter. Ferguson had it sized up behind the bag, and it caught the bag and caromed away from him, and neither player there to make a play. So Rice picks up his second hit of the evening, his first RBI. And now Colton McGuire, 1 for 2, climbs in with 2 on and 2 out. Raiders have scored all 3 of their runs with 2 outs, and it's all started from the bottom of the order from Van Landingham and Wilder. Van Landingham had a double in the second inning. Wilder singled. Both of those would come around to score, and then here in this inning, Van Landingham and Wilder combined with back-to-back singles. They'll throw towards second base. That one's going to carry him away from Ferris, but not allow the runner to move from third to home. Pitch was called a strike. So double steal executed by the Raiders again. And now a base hit would make it 5-0. That one's going to kick past the catcher and get to the backstop. They're going to have a play at the plate, and it's not going to be in time. Wilder's going to come home on the wild pitch. And the Raiders put 2 more across here in the 4th, and they lead it 4-0. Move Rice 90 feet closer to home plate on the same ball. Jordan got to it rather quickly, but the throw was not where it needed to be at the plate, and that allowed the runner to get underneath the tag safely for the 4th run. And the count goes to 2-1. The Raiders have plated all 4 of the runs in the contest with 2 outs. That one's in the dirt, and the count goes to 3-1 to McGuire. Flat in the on-deck circle would go next. Three balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the 4th. Raiders in front 4-0. 3-1. Ball 4. So the first walk of the ball game by Reeder. And now Coach Wallingford wants time as he's going to come out and have a word with his pitcher. So all of this happening with 2 outs of the inning. It started with singles from Van Landingham and Wilder. Rice came through and smoked one back up the middle that caught second base. And instead of being a ball that Kyron Ferguson could make a play on, it ended up kicking away from the bag and out into shallow left center field that brought home a run. A wild pitch brings home another run, and then McGuire with the walk has runners at the corners with 2 down in the inning. And now Braden Flatt coming in 0 for 1. Hit by a pitch his first time, grounded out to Ferguson out at short in his second at-bat. Delayed steal. There goes the runner. He'll take second base as Ferris steps in front and cuts it off. Rice nearly got pickled over at third base. But now the runner's in scoring position at both bags for the Raiders. Trying to add to this 4-0 lead here in the 4th. Little cue ball off the end of the bat, and that one's going to be a tough one. Reeder's going to pick it up, float it across, and that'll end the inning. But the Raiders dent the scoreboard 2 more times. They leave a pair, but they lead at 4-0 as we go ahead to the bottom of inning number 4 after this on Kool TV.
Good morning, Isabella.
Hi, David.
Back for your morning routine?
Clark's Refresh Rewards program is something you'll flip for.
Hey, Isabella.
Hi, Annabelle.
Donut?
Don't forget the sprinkles. Cream and sugar.
Download our app today and enjoy all of the rewards. No flipping required.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
There's always once a game that the graphics button gets my producer. And again, when it happens, you just got to cycle it all over again. There we go. Now we'll get it the right way. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. 4-0 East Carter. So McGlone, Ferguson, and Ferris, the 3 do up this inning for the Lions. McGlone 0 for 1. He popped out in foul territory to the first baseman. He looks at a pitch down and away for a ball, 1-0. This one's out in the gap, and that one's all kinds of trouble. Rice on his horse, and he's going to run it down and make a diving catch. What a catch there by Logan Rice. Take a look at this on your iSense Cards and Collectibles instant replay. What a play. That needs to be on SportsCenter later tonight. Heck of a ball hit there by Bob McGlone, and Logan Rice runs it down for the first out here in the fourth. All you can do on a play like that is turn and tip your hat to him. Kyron Ferguson looks at a first pitch called strike, and then turns and looks at Joe Koldar and says, you sure about that? Ferguson 0 for 1. Flew out to center field his first time through. And he hits another one right at Rice. He'll settle back, settle under, make the catch, 2 down. I'll give a hat tip to my camera operator on that play out in right center. I'm tough on my people because I expect greatness out of them. That right there was one of the best that you'll see. That was awesome. Got there, got to see the play, the catch, everything. That's what it's about. We got the best people in the business, I'll say, in this area. I'll take my crew against anybody. So Cam Ferris 0 for 1 climbs in. Ferris popped out in foul territory on a ball that was ran down by the catcher by Van Landingham right in front of his dugout. This one's rocked over into left, but right at Connor Lane. He'll take 2 steps toward the line, and the Lions go in order here in the fourth. We're through 4. 4-0 East Carter. We head to the 5th after this on Kool TV.
Here at Kentucky Christian University, we believe that nursing saves lives. Nursing is more than a career, it's a calling. KCU has a reputation for producing exemplary graduates who excel both clinically and professionally. With options for both in-person and online studies, KCU is ready to help you begin the career of your dreams today. Find out more at kcu.edu.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Top of the 5th inning we go. 4-0 East Carter, Pennington, Yoke, and Steele. This one deserves another look here on the Ison's Cards and Collectibles instant replay. Bob McGlone smokes one into the gap in right center field, and Logan Rice says, watch this. What a run down there to make the catch. Speaking of Ison's Cards and Collectibles, located there in downtown Russell, they'll have Reds Hall of Famer George Foster in-house tomorrow for autographs and photo opportunities. He'll be over there in the morning. That's Ison's Cards and Collectibles, located there in downtown Russell, just down from Super Quick. Reds Hall of Famer George Foster will be in attendance. So Colin Pennington will start us off. Pennington 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts today. Reeder starts with a changeup, misses down and in for a ball. Reeder just threw his 70th pitch. On the other side of that, Yoke has thrown 36. 8 pitches in the second, 6 in the third, 6 in the fourth. That one kicks away, and it's 2-0. Pennington went 1 for 3 when these two teams played back in Grayson in March in that season opener for both. And he's ahead 3-0. Again, you think with 2 games on tap tomorrow possibly, Coach Wallingford would like to see as much out of Reeder as he can get. He pipes that one right down Broadway for a called strike 3-1. Trying to conserve as many arms as he has for a twin bill that's on the schedule tomorrow with Montgomery County and Bourbon County. He battles it back and makes it 3-2. Here's the payoff pitch. Rocketed foul. Third base side. Reeder's been effective on the bump. 67% of the pitches he's thrown strikes, 50 of 75. Another payoff pitch, called strike 3. Got another one, his 8th of the ball game. One away here in the 5th. So Pennington with the hat trick, his third strikeout of the ball game, and now Landon Yoke comes in 0 for 2. Struck out his first time up, grounded out to short in his second at bat. That one runs down and in on the missed changeup, 1-0. Turn the calendar month forward another year, another sheet over to May now, so we're on that race toward the district tournament. That'll come up in the third week of this month. 63rd District Tournament down in Raceland. Pair of home games next week for Lewis County. Bath County on Monday, Bracken on Tuesday. They go to Paintsville on Thursday. Then they'll close out the regular season with a game against Fairview at Central Park on Monday the 12th. Then Mason County on Tuesday, Estill County on Friday the 16th. And then they'll play Raceland in the 1 versus 4 matchup in the 63rd District Tournament. Yoke ahead 3-1. Raiders only surrendered 1 walk. He's hit a batter. He struck out 8 here in this one, but he trails it 4-0 here in the 5th. 3-1 pitch. Backhand by Ferguson, a high throw, and it gets over top of the head of Kilberth and up against the fence. That's going to allow Yoke to take out to second base. And it's going to be an error on the shortstop, and the Raiders with a runner in scoring position with 1 out here in the 5th. So the second error of the contest for Lewis County defense. And Riley still steps in 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Caught looking his first time, swinging in the second at bat. Looking ahead at the Raiders' remaining schedule. Tuesday, they bring in Raceland. We'll have that game right here on Kool TV. Thursday, Martin County. Then Saturday, they'll go to Rowan County and play the Vikings and Scott. As this one gets over top of the head of Steele into the backstop, and that allows Yoke to move up on the wild pitch. They'll close things out with Russell on Tuesday the 13th, Bath County at home on the 14th, and then Lawrence County in Louisa on the 15th. And then the 62nd District Tournament, I believe this year, is in Morgan County. Here's the 1-0 to the outside corner, a called strike. The count evens at 1-1. Corner's pinched in just a little bit. Middle infield staying back, down 4-0 here with a runner at third and only 1 out. And this one's going to find green grass and tumble in for at least a single. Steele's on his horse. He's thinking 2. He'll pull up out at second base with a stand-up RBI double, and the Raiders make it 5-0. So Steele picks up his first hit of the evening now. And Reed Griffith climbs in 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Popped out to Kilberth over at first his last time through. 8th hit of the contest for the Raiders. Here's a bunt down out in front of the mound. Reeder settles and throws. The sacrifice is complete as it will move the runner over to third, and there's 2 down in the inning. So 1-3 on the putout. And now Mason Van Landingham. 2 for 2 with a single and a double. Every time he's come to the plate, there's been 2 outs, and he's got on board safely both times. Fouls this one straight back on the net, 0-1. Lawson Wilder goes next if the inning continues. Both of these guys 4 for 4. All of their hits coming with 2 outs in the inning. Raiders have added 1 here in the 5th to make the lead 5-0. Down and away. Count evens at a ball and a strike. Van Landingham, a sophomore. He's ahead 3-0. Oh, excuse me, 2-1. My mistake. I forgot about the foul ball at the beginning. Cue ball up the first base line, but it won't come back into fair territory, and the count goes to 2-2. I had the right thing on my screen. I just couldn't remember the numbers. Two's wild across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Riley Steele over at third after a 2-out RBI double, and it moved up on a wild pitch from Reeder. Pitch number 90 coming for the right-hander. Downstairs for a ball, and the count goes full. Another payoff pitch on the way from Reeder. This one's lifted skyward down the line, first base side, and foul. You always hear about the calm before the storm. You know, you look out at that flag in left field right now, and it is just dangling. And that thing has been stuck out most of the evening. I mean, the trees were whipping around. Everything was moving, and that flag is very eerily calm and quiet for the moment. Another 3-2. Inside ball 4. Second walk given up by Reeder. Van Landingham's on base for the third time in the contest. And the inning continues for Lawson Wilder, who's 2 for 2. We'll get a courtesy runner for the catcher as Rice will come on to run again. Looking at the latest update on the radar, I think we're going to stay good for at least another 35, 45 minutes. Fly ball to center field. Plank hauls it in. Time to stretch here at the ballpark. Raiders get another one across. They lead at 5-0. Back for more after this on Kool TV.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
The Greenup County Public Library System is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
Bottom of the fifth inning, Sweet Caroline belting out here at the ballpark. Reeder, Smike, and Kilbreth do up this inning for the Lions, down 5-0. So John Cena's going to lead us off, also known as John Reeder tonight. Reeder 1 for 1. He laced one over top the glove of Reed Griffith at third, his first time through on the first pitch he saw. Yoke has been effective. He's averaged 9 pitch an inning. 36 through 4. That'll get it done on most nights. He misses upstairs for a ball 1-0. Both of these pitchers have thrown well. Reeder struck out 8, has walked 2 and hit a batter. Yoke with 2 strikeouts, 1 walk, but he's let his defense do the damage behind him. He's pitched to contact, has not really fallen behind many batters. Looking at his pitch count, 38 pitches, almost 61% have been for strikes. That's with throwing 2 balls here in this inning. Make it 3-0. And again, you can't see him. That's why. Big John may change his walk-up song to the John Cena music. Here's the 3-0. That's in there for a called strike, 3-1. Inside ball 4. And Raiders on board with a leadoff walk. Now let's see if we'll get a runner for him. If last time we had a runner for him, it didn't end well. Helpenstein's going to come out and take over. So Reeder on for the second time of the ball game, and now Zane Smike climbs in 0 for 1. He popped out to third his first time through. This one's hammered to left, over top the head of Lane. That one's back at the fence. It's going to one-hop up against the wall. Helpenstein's going to go first to third. Smike's going to move in out to second base, and the Raiders finally giving up a big fly here in the inning as Lewis County has something cooking here in the home fifth inning. So the double by Smike. And Braden Kilberth comes in now 0 for 1 with a strikeout. This one's chopped out in front of the plate. Yoke will field it and throw it to first. It will not bring home the runner. So nobody moves, and there's one down in the inning. So now Hunter Bivens comes in. Bivens 0 for 1, grounded out to third. Swing and a miss. Cubon off the end of the bat for a foul ball. One game in Major League that has gotten underway. D-backs and Phillies in the top of the first inning just get going. Reds and Pirates in their 2 games are both delayed. Reds have the Nationals in town. Pirates entertaining the Padres. Both of those are going to get a tardy start tonight if they play. 2 on for the Lions. Down 5-0 here in the 5th. That one gets away from Yoke, and the count goes to 2-2. He's thrown, this next pitch will be as many pitches as he's thrown in 2 combined innings. His 12th of the inning. That one's in the dirt, and the count goes to full. Catcher Parker Jordan in the on-deck circle to go next. Helpenstein running for the pitcher, Reeder over at third, Smike out at second. And the 3-2 pitch is going to dive in there for an RBI single. And the Lions are on the board. They trail it 5-1. And out of the plate is the catcher, Kurt Angle, Parker Jordan. You know, I could see him with some gold medals and some milk. Yeah. Jiu-jitsu or something like that? Oh, the American Gladiator stuff, yeah. He's 0 for 1 in the ball game. Flew out to right his first time up. Runners at the corners for the Lions. They get on the scoreboard here in the 5th. They trail 5-1. Yoke from the belt, slide step to the plate, misses up and in for a ball. This is what the Lions have needed to make Yoke have to work. The last 2 innings he went at the Lions. He threw 6 pitches in each frame. He threw 8 in the second. Offered 16 in the first. He's getting ready to throw his 15th here in this one. This one's fouled away. 1-1. Jordan went 0 for 3 with a strikeout when these two teams played back in March. 5 hits on that night. 3 of those came from Braxton Egbert, who is out right now with an injury. That's a key loss for Coach Wallingford's squad. 1-1. Lifted skyward at the plate. Van Landingham trying to fight the clouds, finds the ball, makes a nice catch from behind the plate, and there's 2 down in the inning. Again, with the high skies that we've got right now, it makes it very difficult to find that ball quickly. And Van Landingham did a good job of finding that one in the cloud cover. And now we go back to the top of the order in Connor Plank with runners at the corners and now 2 down in the inning. Plank a walk in his first time, struck out his last time up. He's got Smike over at third, Bivens at first. And now Van Landingham will flash the first to third signals to his middle infield. 5-1 Raiders here in the bottom of inning number 5. Plank trying to park that one out in McCovey Cove in Vanceburg. So is this the licking out here? Yeah, that's what we call the licking. The licking river is the McCovey Cove of Vanceburg. It was crazy after they had all the floods that had water up into the stands here at the ballpark, and about a week later, I was talking with Coach Wallingford. I said, "How's the field?" He said, "We actually need some water." 1-1. He said this field sometimes it's like a sponge. It just takes it and takes it and takes it. But seeing the videos from whenever we had all the floods and how high the water had gotten, it was pretty surreal. 2-1 pitch. Lifted skyward over on the third base side. Van Landingham can't get that one. Never got around behind it. And that ball's going to fall harmlessly for a foul ball, and the count goes to 2-2. So new life at the plate for Connor Plank. Can he take that opportunity and cash in? That's a ball that's drifting away from the catcher, and he never got his back turned toward it to be able to get that ball back to him, and it falls in. At the corners, 2 down, 5-1 Raiders. Plank fouls this one off to the third base side into the seats. Count holds at 2-2. Bob McGlone would go next if the inning continues. Yoke from the belt. 2-2 comes in and hits him. Gets him on the knee, so the second hit batter in the ball game, and the bases are now juiced.
Now batting the left fielder, number 4, Braden McGlone.
That brings in Bob McGlone, who's 0 for 2. He got absolutely robbed on a ball into the gap in right center his last time through. Do what? You might have. And before we get another pitch, Cole Brammer's going to come out and have a word with his pitcher. This is, like I said, this is when I found out that Bucket was going to be on the staff with Connor Robinson this year. It's just going to feel weird. I haven't seen Cole in baseball pants since back when he played in Little League. So the bag's covered up in Lions. Trying to do some 2-out damage here in the 5th. Trailing 5-1. Smike over at third base. Bivens out at second. Plank at first. And a good bat coming to the plate here in Bob McGlone. Yeah, this was not it. Good try. It was worth the opportunity. A little bit of a breeze dancing up out in left field as McGlone takes a pitch up and in for a ball. Lions have made Yoke labor through this 5th inning. This one's lifted out of play on the first base side. The count evens at 1-1. East Carter's plated all 5 of their runs with 2 outs. Lewis County has done some of the same here. Looking for more. Big breaking ball on the 12-6 curveball Bugs Bunny just threw. 1-2. Almost the eephus pitch, if you will. McGlone never moves off that plate. Yoke back to work with a 1-2. This one's out of the play on the first base side. Count will hold it, a ball and 2 strikes. John Reeder started the inning with a walk. Smike moved him over on a double. Comes up and in on McGlone. And Landingham looking for his umpire. He looked over at first base. He's standing behind the mound on the shortstop side. Kind of leaving it 2-2. Hard hit ball to center. Rice is coming on. He's going to do it again. Bob McGlone can only shake his head. Logan Rice has robbed him twice in this contest. This one that takes away not only a 1 run, maybe 2, and leaves the bases juiced for the Lions after 5. We head to the 6th. 5-1 East Carter. Back after this on Kool TV.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Osman Pharmacy and Grill, located at 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Check out their specialty items in person or order them online at osmanpharmacy.com. Osman Pharmacy and Grill also has daily dinner specials where you can dine in or get your order to go. Stop by or call Osman Pharmacy and Grill today. Osman Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg.
Top of the 6th inning. What a play by Logan Rice. As Bob McGlone has been robbed not once, but twice in this ball game. Both on balls in the gap. The first one was to right center. This one to left center with the bases loaded. And Rice with a diving catch to end the inning. And that was tough, too, because Lewis County had the meat of the order right there. Ferguson was in the on-deck circle due to go up if the inning could have continued. But the Lions get one back. They trail at 5-1. So back to the top of the order for the Raiders. And the man that did the robbing, Logan Rice, steps in. He's 2 for 3. Single homer run his last time through. He'll lace this one down the third base side, but it's going to be foul. 0-1. Just a slight breeze dancing that flag away from the mast ever so gently out and left. Nice pitch, but misses low for a ball. 1-1. Trying to keep an eye on the radar as, again, weather all over the area all week this week we've had. And it's been a crapshoot at some times, trying to see whether you're going to play. They elected to move things up tonight in hopes of getting things in early. And as of right now, everything has played out nicely. Here's the 2-1. That one gets away from Reeder, and it's a 3-1, 3-ball and 1-strike count as Reeder's quickly approaching the century mark. I would say if he can get through the 6th, that's going to be it for him. 3-1, nice changeup at the knees on the outside corner. He's had that pitch on Logan Rice the entire game. Can he trust it one more time to go back to it here on a payoff pitch? He does, and Rice slaps this one down the line and left. McGlone can't get there. Rice hustling towards second base. Here comes the throw, and it's not going to be in time. Rice is in there with a leadoff double. McGlone had a chance to pay him back, and he doesn't get it. And Rice, with good speed out of that left-handed side, picks up his third hit of the ball game, and a two-bagger at that. So now Colton McGuire comes in, 1 for 2. I'm going to miss this downstairs for a ball. And you know, you going through Bob McGlone's head right there, you've got to be thinking, man, this is a guy that I want to go get this one. This guy has taken it, and it was just enough to where if he dives and he doesn't catch it, there's nobody else around him. And with the speed Logan Rice is in, he's probably standing at home plate. And it was an aggressive move, but a smart move there by McGlone to not make the diving attempt. Now let's see if it pays off. When you're diving in gaps, you've got other guys coming toward you. When you're diving toward a line, it's you and everybody else is coming there a long ways from home. 1-0 in the dirt. Nice read there by Rice as he'll move up on the pitch in the dirt. So the wild pitch advances Rice 90 feet away. And I'll see if the infield will come in. Down 5-1, but nobody out here in the sixth. And for the moment, they're going to trade an out for a run. Two-0 breaky ball swung on a missed. If I didn't know better, I would say they've got the pipe for the vent system from the concession stand piping into the concession, the press box up here. One thing about them, when you come up here, they have some phenomenal food. I mean, it is a true baseball experience when you come to the ballpark here. Hot dogs, hamburgers, great place to watch a ball game. 2-2 to McGuire. That one just kicks away from Jordan, and Rice took a healthy step down third base and then went scurrying back toward the bag as Jordan was able to smother that one and get to it quickly to keep the runner at third. Nice play there by the catcher. So here's the payoff pitch to McGuire. And it runs up and in, ball 4. So the third walk from Reeder. Here comes Coach Wallingford. There's a signal to the bullpen, and Waylon Reeder's night is finished after 105 pitches. Call to the bullpen for the Lions. We'll tell you about it when we return after this here on Kool TV.
Kentucky Christian University is a private, nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky. For over a century, KCU has been transforming the hearts and minds of students through a Christ-centered academic community that is both academically rigorous and intimately personal. Begin the journey to the career of your dreams today at kcu.edu.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Call to the bullpen for the Lions as the right-hander Bryson Toller will take over, making his 7th appearance on the season. He's got an 0-1 record with a 5.07 ERA. 9 2/3 innings of work, 13 hits, 8 strikeouts, 10 walks, 14 runs. 7 of those have been earned. The junior will inherit runners at the corners of Rice and McGuire with nobody out here in the 6th. So the book is still open on Reeder, who will now move to the DH position as he's going to work 5+ But both the runners on base still belong to him, so his book is still open until those are retired or the inning comes to a close. He'll go to work on the designated hitter for the Raiders of Braden Flatt, who's 0 for 2. Flatt hit by a pitch his first time up and has grounded out in his last 2 at-bats. Raiders dented the scoreboard with 2 in the second, 2 more in the fourth. Both 4 of those runs coming with 2 outs. And then did another one in the 5th inning with 2 outs, making it 5-0. Lewis County got a run across in the 5th. Left the bases loaded after a diving catch by Logan Rice robbed extra bases and at least 2 runs for the Lions to end the 5th inning. Rice led the inning off with a double, moved up to third on a wild pitch, and McGuire earning the walk that ended the day for the right-hander of Waylon Reeder. So Flatt climbs in 0 for 2. Batting .409 on the season. There goes the runner. Breaky ball misses down and in. They throw behind the runner at third, but nothing happening there. McGuire will take second base on the defensive indifference. It is not a stolen base. Flatt in that 5-4 loss to Boyd County went 1 for 3. Raiders had 9 strikeouts that night. This is a hard hit ball to center. Should allow Rice to tag. Plank will field and throw toward the plate. Kilworth will settle it down, and it's a sacrifice fly, and it's 6-1 East Carter. So now Colin Pennington steps in 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. McGuire stays out at second base, is not able to tag up on the throw coming through. Toller swings that one wide for a ball 1-0. .6-1 Raiders. They've scored in each of the last 3 innings. 2 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th, 1 more here in the 6th. 9 total hits for the boys out of Grayson. Toller misses upstairs for a ball 2-0. Chopper toward third. Smike will field and throw. High throw gets past the first baseman and down the right field line. That's going to bring McGuire all the way around. Pennington's going to stop out at second base, and it's 7-1 East Carter. Third error by Lewis County defense tonight. And now Landon Yoke steps in 0 for 3. Struck out his first time through, a ground out, and reached on an error. Bunts this one back to the mound. Toller will settle and throw. Sacrifice is complete. That'll move the runner to third base. There's 2 down in the frame. So Riley Steele comes in 1 for 3. Doubled his last time up. Has also drove in a run today with a pair of strikeouts on his backside. Another big run for the Raiders, standing 90 feet away with 2 down in the inning. And this is where East Carter has cashed in this entire contest. They've been spectacular with 2 outs and base runners aboard. And a first pitch, a breaking ball that tumbles in for a called strike. Phillies lead the D-backs 1-0 up in Philadelphia. Was in the dirt, and it comes up and hits Steele and probably saved a run because that ball was kicking down the line, and Pennington looked like he was ahead down the line coming forward. Royals, Orioles, Yankees, Rays, Guardians, Blue Jays, and the Athletics and Marlins just getting underway. Those games are all scoreless. Braves and Dodgers getting ready to get going as well down at SunTrust. Here's a ball lifted skyward into the gap right center field. Connor Plank has a beat on it. He'll run it down, and that'll end the inning. But the Raiders put two more across. They leave one, excuse me. They lead at 7-1 as we head to the bottom of the inning, number 6 after this on Kool TV.
JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. is owned and managed by Shane Wallingford to be a solutions provider for manufacturers tailoring to their specialized needs. It was created with a vision that good communication among all parties will provide the best answer to the problem. From ball mills used in pulverization to custom design of equipment or components, JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. will gladly work with clients to resolve the issues that are prevalent. Their vision is to make your project their successful business. JSB Industrial Solutions, Tollsboro, Kentucky.
Since 1932, we've been a proud part of Kentucky, dedicated to serving our members with integrity, respect, and a commitment to excellence. We believe that by working together, we can create a brighter future for everyone. Whether you're saving for a new home, planning for retirement, or starting your own business, we're here to help you every step of the way. So stop wishing and start doing. And let's build a financially successful future together. Thank you for being a part of our journey.
7-1, we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. 3, 4, and 5 to up this inning for Lewis County, Ferguson, Ferris, and Reeder. Final numbers on Reeder. He goes 5+. He throws 105 pitches. 9 hits, 7 runs, 5 of those earned. Struck out 8, walked 3. He hit a batter. So Kyron Ferguson will start us off. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game. 2 fly balls, both of those right to Rice out in center field, who has made a total of about 4 steps for both balls that's been hit at him. They've got Ferguson teed up right where he needs to be each time. First pitch breaking ball runs down and away for a ball, 1-0. Raiders will come to the plate in their half of the 7th. This one's lifted to left, but right at Connor Lane. 1 away in the inning. 7, 8, and 9 will come up in the inning for East Carter. And for most teams, you say, okay, you got them stuck in the bottom of the order, you got a chance. But Van Laningham and Wilder has had a heck of a ball game today. They've combined for 4 of the 9 hits for the Raiders, and have combined for 4 of the 7 runs that's come across in those positions. Here's a 2-hopper over to Griffith at third. He'll flip it across, and Ferris is away for the second out here in the 6th. Yeah, you can't switch up. See it now. I mean, it may mess up the mojo. So John, not Cena, Reeder steps in. 1 for 1 with a walk. Singled his first time up, walked last time up. His runner came around to score. Fouls this one straight back. One and 1. Smike in the on-deck circle would go next. 1-1 pitch into the gap. Logan Rice on his horse. He'll run this one down. It's a clean inning. 6 pitches for Landon Yoke to get through the 6th. We head to the 7th. 7-1 Raiders. Back after this on Kool TV.
Baseball and softball seasons are here, and Grayson Sporting Goods is your one-stop shop for everything from bats and gloves to helmets and accessories. No matter the age, Grayson Sporting Goods has the size to get your favorite star ready to hit the field. Grayson Sporting Goods also offers a full selection of East and West Carter team gear with custom printing and embroidery available on many items. Stop by Grayson Sporting Goods, located on Main Street in downtown Grayson, proudly serving Carter County and surrounding counties since 1975.
Here at Papa John's, we know our stuff.
That's why we hand stuff every Epic Stuffed Crust with a whole lot of flavor. And we always start with our fresh, never frozen dough.
We never stop exploring new flavors of stuffing our crust. And just wait until you see what we're cooking up next.
The new cheesy calzone epic stuffed crust, hand stuffed with a blend of garlic herb ricotta and mozzarella. Because no one stuffs a crust like Papa John's.
Off to the 7th we go on what has turned into be a beautiful night for baseball here in Vanceburg. We've played slalom with the moving of the weather that's coming this direction, and so far we've been very fortunate. It has kind of moved down southeast toward Moorhead and Grayson. Looks like a little bit kind of rolled through my area down toward Worthington and Raceland, but there's another big sail moving behind this, but I think it's going to miss north as well up into Maysville. So, pending a crazy chain of events, I think we're going to stay dry and get this one in without any weather to speak of. So 7, 8, and 9 do up this inning for the Raiders. Reed Griffith will start us off. He's 0 for 2. Strike out, pop out, and a sacrifice. Toller out for his second inning of work after taking over for John Reeder. Yoke has thrown 4 of his 6 innings with pitches 8 or fewer. He has 4 innings with 6 pitches. His total pitch count in the ball game right now is at 70. He's thrown 42 for strikes. 60% on the evening. That's very efficient, especially for a guy coming in with an 8, nearly 9 ERA. Here's a chopper over to third. Smike will field. Fire at a high throw, but Kilbreth pulls it in. One down here in the 7th. Mason Van Landingham steps in. He's 2 for 2 with a double and a walk. He's reached in all 3 at-bats. Van Landingham went 1 for 3 in that loss to Boyd County on Monday. That one's in the dirt, 1-0. Clouds are certainly darkening a little bit, but nothing that looks ominous. Now back down the AA toward green up that way looks a little gray. But kind of over us, I mean, it's some more, a little bit of a darker white cloud than anything. You can see there, I mean, over top the ballpark looks beautiful. Now if you turn and shoot back down toward the AA going back toward Greenup, yeah, it's a little dark blue, grayish skies down that way. That's fine. Keep it that direction. Here's the 2-0. Up and in, ball 3. Van Landingham trying to reach for the 4th time in many at-bats. Toller kicks and deals. That one's in there for a called strike, 3-1. Red Sox and Twins getting underway at Fenway. That game's scoreless. Dodgers and Braves also underway, scoreless in that game. Van Landingham now in a full count with 1 down here in the 7th. Raiders lead at 7-1. Toller from the belt to payoff pitch. Misses down low for ball 4 as it kicks away from the catcher, and Van Landingham reaches for his 4th time today. 2 hits, 2 walks for the sophomore catcher. And that brings in the shortstop of Lawson Wilder. But before we do that, we're going to visit to the mound from Coach Wallingford. The Raiders played a 2 in the second, 2 more in the fourth, 1 in the fifth, 2 in the sixth. Lewis County got their only run in the fifth in an inning in which they left the bases loaded on a spectacular catch by Logan Rice for his second diving catch of the ballgame. Both of those against Bob McGlone, both to end innings. So a quick visit on the mound by Coach Wallingford as Toller trying to gather himself out on the bump. Fourth walk of the ball game given up by Lions pitching. Reeder finished with 3, also hit a batter. So now the 8th grader, Lawson Wilder, steps in, 2 for 3. He's driven in a run. Rice running for the catcher over at first base now. He's had a busy night this evening doing his courtesy running duties. For the catcher that's reaching all 4 at-bats. Toller set from the belt. There goes the runner. Pitch is downstairs. Throw by Jordan is not in time. And Rice still second base. Top of the order of Logan Rice in the on-deck circle to go next. One away here in the 7th. Raiders trying to plate some more, up 7-1. And it's 2-0. Is there anybody throwing in the bullpen? Nobody warming. And it's 3-0. Okay, we've got a called strike at some point. Three and one. Red Sox have jumped out to a 1-0 lead over the Twins in the bottom of the first. Guardians in front of the Blue Jays 1-0. All of the games scoreless are the ones that have gotten underway thus far. 7-1 here in Vanceburg. 3-1, ball 4. Runner's going to move up to third base on the wild pitch. So they're going to be at the corners now with 1 out. And back to the top of the order we go. And Logan Rice. Rice 3 for 4, a double, a run driven in. He struck out in his first at-bat, and he's gotten single, double in the last 3. Now we're getting some action down in the Lewis County bullpen. Could not see who it was or saw a catcher scurrying that way with a pitcher, but couldn't see the number. So Toller at 23 pitches. Trying to get out of this jam here in the 7th and keep the deficit at 6 going into the home 7th inning. 3, 4, and 5 will be due up for the Lions in that frame. There goes the runner. It's a called strike. So Wilder takes second base on the defensive indifference. And now two runners in scoring position with only one out here in the 7th. Lewis County down 7-1. Infield stays back again. Breaky ball, nice pitch in there for a cold strike 0-2. And this is where you come back with that fastball up. You've thrown that high curveball twice and got it to tumble in. Now change the eye level with the fastball and see if you'll go after it. 0-2. He ropes this one down the line. That's a fair ball. Threw it in on his hands. Rice is going to head out to second base. It's going to be a 2 RBI double and make it 9-1 East Carter. Hung it in on the hands when he threw it. Caught way too much of the plate, and Rice just pulls it down the line and into right field. So Rice 4 for 5 in the contest with 3 runs driven in, and now Colton McGuire comes in. Here's the 1-0. Runner going, swung and hit through the hole over into left field. A hit and run to perfection. It's going to be an RBI single for Colton McGuire and make it 10-1 East Carter. A little seeing eye single that squirts its way through. And now Braden Flack comes in 0 for 2. 2 ground out and hit by a pitch. Also had a sacrifice fly that drove home a run. He fouls this one away at the plate. 3 runs across in the inning for the Raiders. Their most in any frame that they've pushed across. But they've scored runs in the last 4 frames. After putting 2 across in the second, 2 more in the 4th, 1 in the 5th, 2 in the 6th, and then 3 here in the 7th. That one gets past the catcher to the backstop. Wild pitch will move McGuire out to second base as the count evens at 1-1. Toller settles back in. To the plate he comes. This one's flared through the right side and into right field, a base hit. McGuire's going to come to the plate. Here comes the throw. It's not in time. Moving up on the throw will be Flat. It's going to be an RBI single, and it's 11-1. Shot it through the right side, and here comes Coach Wallingford. That may be all for Toller. That's going to be it for him as we get a call in the bullpen for the Lions. We'll tell you about it when we return after this on Kool TV.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
The Greenup County Public Library System is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
Call to the bullpen for the Lions as the right-hander Bryson Helpenstein will come on. Making his third appearance on the season without a record, a 10.50 ERA. 2 innings of work, 1 hit, a strikeout, 7 walks. 4 runs have been given up, 3 have been earned. He'll inherit a runner out at second base, Braden Flatt, and 1 down here in the 7th in an 11-1 ball game after the Raiders have played at 4 here in the frame. So the book is still open on Toller, who is on hook for Flatt out at second. Again, Raiders looking for win number 15 on the season. Trying to snap a 2-game losing streak after falling to Ashland last Thursday and in Boyd County on Monday, 5-4. They'll be back in action on Tuesday against Raceland. And then Thursday against Martin County. 2 games next Saturday at Rowan County against Rowan County and Scott. So Collins Pennington steps in 0 for 4. Helpenstein quickly ahead, 0-2. Pennington 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. Landon Yoke in the on-deck circle to go next. The long pause and the pitch. Breaking ball, and he sticks his hands out there and floats it into left center field. So the first hit of the ball game for Pennington, the 13th of the contest for East Carter. And the inning continues.
Now the pitcher, number 2, Landon Yoke.
So Landon Yoke comes in 0 for 3. Strikeout, a ground out, reached on an errand in a sacrifice. Two on, 1 out for the Raiders here in the 7th. Breaking ball tumbles in there for a cold strike. There goes the runner. This one's lifted skyward. That was going to drift out of play over on the first base side. Lions could use a big out right here with a strikeout. Or a ball lifted into the infield. The 0-2. Poked out towards second. Could it be a twin killing? No. Ferris juggles it out at second base, and everybody's going to be safe. And then they sling it wide. That's going to move the runner from second to third. And it's 12-1 East Carter. Fourth error of the contest. That was a situation right there Ferris was thinking too before he got one. So Riley Steele comes in 1 for 4. A double and an RBI in his at-bats tonight. He ropes this one down the line and right. Bivens coming on. He'll make a running catch. Feinting a tag attempt down the third baseline was Pennington, but he'll stay put, and there's 2 down in the inning. So Reed Griffith will come to the plate for the second time in the inning. He's 0 for 3. He grounded out to start this inning. Breaking ball catches at the top of the zone, 0-1. Jacob Hankins is sitting at Great American, and he's watching the ground crew right now trying to get the field ready. Nice pitch on the outer half, 0-2. The 0-2. In the dirt. Nice job there by Jordan to box that one up and keep both runners at bay. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 5 runs across for the Raiders here in the 7th. They lead at 12-1. Helpenstein ready. To the plate he comes. And it's in the dirt again, and the count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes to Reed Griffith, making his second appearance in the inning. Two. Weekly hit out to right. Bivens making a run. He'll make the catch, and that'll end the inning. But the Raiders dent the scoreboard 5 times. They leave a pair of runners. They lead at 12-1 as we head to the bottom of the 7th when we return after this on Kool TV.
Good morning, Isabella.
Hi, David.
Back for your morning routine?
Clark's Refresh Rewards program is something you'll flip for.
Hey, Isabella.
Hi, Annabelle.
Donut?
Don't forget the sprinkles. Cream and sugar.
Download our app today and enjoy all of the rewards. No flipping required.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Bottom of inning number 7, 3-4-5 due up this inning. No, I checked that. My mistake. 6, 7, and 8 due up this inning. Smike, Kilberth, and Bivens for the Lions, who are now down 12-1. Final line on Toller. He goes inning and a third, throws 31 pitches. 3 hits, 5 runs, 4 runs earned. Does not strike out a batter, walks 2. So Landon Yoke out trying to finish things off for the complete game effort. Trying to pick up his second win of the season. I mentioned he came in with an ERA of 8.94. Had given up 27 runs. 20 of those have been earned over 15 2/3 innings of work. Here tonight, he has been effective. Scattering around 1 run on 3 hits. So Zane Smike will start us off 1 for 2 with a double. He'll look at a pitch outside for a ball, 1-0. Slaps this one over toward third. Griffith picks it up, fires it across, 1 down. 16th region tournament this year over at Boyd County. That'll be, again, that's going to be an interesting decision that teams have to make this year because of where so many schools missed so much school this year. There's going to be a lot of schools that's going to be graduating that Memorial Day week, and that may force some decisions of when the regional tournaments get started. You know, will they start them on Saturday, Sunday, or try to play everything on Monday? Here's Griffith trying to give it a run and can't get there as it'll fall foul in front of the Lewis County bench. And again, I'm just speculating of the options that are out there. Nothing that's been etched in stone, but I do know of several schools that have graduation on Thursday and Friday of that week. And again, you get a team that makes a deep run, and you're not going to make a kid decide between a regional championship and a graduation ceremony. Because most kids are going to make the decision that mom and dad are probably not going to be too happy with. Gilbert settles back in. Down 1 ball and 2 strikes. Chops this one toward the third base side and foul ball. Hunter Bivens stands in the on-deck circle to go next. One down here in the 7th. Raiders lead at 12-1. 1-2 from Yoke. Goes upstairs and fans him for the second out of the inning. Yoke picks up his third strikeout of the ball game, and the Lions down to their final out of the contest.
Now batting, number 14, Hunter Bivens.
So Hunter Bivens comes in 1 for 2. Single to center his last time through. The 1-0. Nice pitch at the knees, a called strike. 1-1. Down and in. That one rattles between the feet of our home plate umpire, Joe Coldiron. Count goes to 2 balls and a strike. This one's fouled straight back and out of play, and count evens at 2-2. Lions back in action at home Monday night against Bath County. I'll be up here for that game. Raiders back in action on Tuesday against Raceland. Here's a chopper out towards short. Wilder can't play it cleanly, though, as it'll kick away from him. And a 2-out base runner aboard for the Lions here in the 7th. First error in the ballgame for East Carter. And it brings in the catcher, Parker Jordan. Jordan 0 for 2. Fly out to right and pop down into foul territory to the catcher. Comes down and in on him and gets him to swing through it. Yoke from the belt. Fastball outside corner, a called strike, 0-2. A deep breath from Yoke. Fastball gets past the catcher to the backstop, and Bivens will take the next 90. One-two pitch upstairs, strike number 3. Yoke picks up the strikeout and his 4th of the contest, and the Raiders call this one a victory here on the road. Their 15th of the season, they win at 12-1. Post-game show, we return after this on Kool TV.
Here at Kentucky Christian University, we believe that nursing saves lives. Nursing is more than a career, it's a calling. KCU has a reputation for producing exemplary graduates who excel both clinically and professionally. With options for both in-person and online studies, KCU is ready to help you begin the career of your dreams today. Find out more at kcu.edu.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
The Greenup County Public Library System is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
12-1, your final. Switch your cameras and see if. No, you've got that camera's frozen. Something. I don't know if you bumped a cable or whatever, but maybe you bumped your power cable that went to your box up here, but. No, you're still frozen on your screen here. Either way, 12-1 your final. Raiders put 2 across in the second, 2 more in the fourth, 1 in the fifth, 2 in the sixth, 5 in the seventh. Lewis County got their lone run across in the fifth. Had a big opportunity there to have a big inning when they were down 5-1, and a diving catch by Logan Rice in center field took it away and ended the threat and kept it at a 5-1 ball game. We'll take our final break. We'll come back. We'll look at our numbers and wrap things up here from Vanceburg. 12-1 winners are the Raiders. Back after this on Kool TV.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Osman Pharmacy and Grill, located at 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Check out their specialty items in person or order them online at osmanpharmacy.com. Osman Pharmacy and Grill also has daily dinner specials where you can dine in or get your order to go. Stop by or call Osman Pharmacy and Grill today. Osman Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg.
Since 1932, we've been a proud part of Kentucky, dedicated to serving our members with integrity, respect, and a commitment to excellence. We believe that by working together, we can create a brighter future for everyone. Whether you're saving for a new home, planning for retirement, or starting your own business, we're here to help you every step of the way. So stop wishing and start doing. And let's build a financially successful future together. Thank you for being a part of our journey.
Baseball and softball seasons are here, and Grayson Sporting Goods is your one-stop shop for everything from bats and gloves to helmets and accessories. No matter the age, Grayson Sporting Goods has the size to get your favorite star ready to hit the field. Grayson Sporting Goods also offers a full selection of East and West Carter team gear, with custom printing and embroidery available on many items. Stop by Grayson Sporting Goods, located on Main Street in downtown Grayson, proudly serving Carter County and surrounding counties since 1975.
"12-1 your final in this. Let's take a look at our numbers. Logan Rice goes 4 for 5 for the Raiders. He drives in 4 runs. Multi-hit afternoons as well for Colton McGuire, Mason Van Lanningham, and Lawson Wilder. They each have 2 hits in the contest. Braden Flatt drives in a pair. East Carter combines for a total of 13 hits. Van Lanningham, Rice, and Steele with doubles. Rice pounded out 2. Lewis County limited to 3 hits in the contest. Reeder, Smike, and Bivens. Smike smashed a double in his lone hit in the contest. Final pitching numbers look like this. Landon Yoke goes the distance. 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned. Struck out 4, walked 2. He'll take the win. John Reeder goes 5 innings, 9 hits, 7 earned. 7 runs, 5 earned. Strikes out 8, walks 3. He'll take the loss. Bryson Toller throws an inning and a third. 3 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned. Does not strike out a batter, walks 2. And then Bryson Helpenstein goes 2/3 of an inning, a hit, no runs, no walks or strikeouts in his 2/3 of an inning of work. Final box score looks like this for East Carter: 12 runs, 13 hits, an error. They leave 10 runners on base. For Lewis County, 1 run, 3 hits, 4 errors. They leave 5 runners on base. 2 hours and 10 minutes to decide it. East Carter picks up their 15th win on the season as Lewis County falls to 3-17. Hat tip to my crew tonight, Trey and Felicia Collier, as well as all the great folks here at Lewis County High School and Coach Robinson and his East Carter staff as well. Again, your final score, East Carter wins at 12-1. For Trey and Felicia Collier, everyone at the Kool Sports Network, I'm James Carr saying so long from Vanceburg.
Thank you for watching another Lewis County Lions broadcast live on Kool TV. This broadcast of Lewis County Lions baseball has been an exclusive sports presentation of the Kool Sports Network and Kool TV.